ahead and introduce yourself, Will.
Well, hello. My name is Will Meya. I'm the chairman of the Language Conservancy. We're a nonprofit organization that works with tribes and schools and other organizations to help build language infrastructure for communities. Things like dictionaries and textbooks, teacher training, all those kinds of things.
Yeah, and and so as we speak of content, one of the things that caught my attention going through the trade show was your booth that you're sharing, I believe, with Kevin Law.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking with Kevin. I've known him for some time, and we went to the booth, and then I was talking to him, and I think I got your attention talking
Right.
about content.
Yeah.
And then so you showed me the Lakota Bears series, and tell our viewers more about the Lakota Bears, because we want content for everybody,
Right.
and
Sure.
including children's videos.
Yeah, definitely. So there's a lot of needs out there for programming content in Native American languages. There's just not a lot of it. We're happy to try and provide that to distributing outlets like yourselves and PBS stations and other television stations in any country that are interested in broadcasting it, basically as a way to reach young people and get them exposed to programming. In this case, the Berenstain Bears are 20 episodes that were translated, dubbed into Lakota in 2011. It was a project of the Lakota Language Consortium and the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe. And that was very popular. It got a lot of attention. We just want to make sure that in the years going forward, people are still exposed to it.
Yeah, and who did the animation, by the way? Because it's really high quality.
Yeah, in fact, so the animation was the original files that we got from the Berenstain Corporation, and then the dubbing was done in Bismarck, North Dakota, at Makoche Studios. And it took about a year or two to get done. We used special programs that helped the actors get their lines exactly in the moments that the characters, the cartoon characters, had their mouths open.
And that's harder to do, because usually you do this, you'd lay down the soundtrack first and then match.
Right.
Is that right? I mean,
it's exactly right.
And
So
this was a little.
Yeah, we in fact we did it. So normally a cartoon's made, and the animator will keep the mouths open, right at the same length of the original English. Mm-hmm. In our case with Lakota, the sentences tended to be longer, so we needed to translate down and simplify things a little bit. And also then we used a special program. It was called Voice Cue Dub that the Maori in New Zealand developed for their dubbing. And they donated...
The Maori?
Yeah, the Maori.
Maori, okay.
Yeah.
Maori?
Yeah, Maori, whatever. So they were able to facilitate that program, special kind of computer program. Mm-hmm. And what that computer program does is it sends the text scrolling across the bottom of the screen. And there's a little line on the bottom of the screen. And as the text crosses that line, that's when you're supposed to be saying it, and you need to be finishing the text right at the end of that line. So it's this visual way of dubbing, and it was really effective for the actors, and they really enjoyed it. And there's kinds of making of videos that you can watch on YouTube. If you go to the Lakota Language Consortium YouTube channel, there's some 2 videos that were done by the local television stations showing how that was done, so that might interest viewers as well.
Well, since you've enjoyed so much success with this, what do you have developing as far as our other tribes sort of looking at it, being envious?
They certainly are,
and
yeah.
saying, hey, we would like...
Yeah, they certainly are.
Way.
It's very difficult to do. It took us a year and a half or 2 years to do. It was a team of about 30 to 40 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, different actors, translators, some technical people, getting everyone together, for big long weeks at the studio. It took a lot of energy. It takes a piece out of you when you do something like that. And so I was in no
in other
hurry.
words, you need a little downtime.
Well, we have had our downtime, but now this, we're getting a lot of inquiries, obviously, from any country to see, what the possibilities are. Perhaps with Crow or Cherokee, those would be some good possibilities moving forward. It's also important that language communities have some basics down before they attempt something like a television cartoon. It's important to have dictionaries. It's important to have a lot of speakers who can be brought in, who have the ability to perform in the language. I think that's and to read in the language.
And to sound like a little bear.
Right. So, one of our performers, Naomi Lasthorse, she was the voice of Brother Bear.
Right. That's right. I knew I thought that.
And so we had sort of at the beginning trouble convincing her. Yeah, you'll be great as Brother Bear. And then we explained that even Bart Simpson's voice is done by a female actress. So that and she did a fantastic job. Of course.
I think my son that was like what 04, 05 when it came out.
I think it was about 2011 actually. But
Brother Bear. Because I
well,
remember my son was just small.
okay, maybe it was.
And he was born in 01, so maybe 06, 07, probably. I don't know. But there was a series of them.
Yeah.
And but I just remember watching Brother. I think I must have seen Brother Bear about 10 times.
Yeah.
Because it was just his favorite,
Right.
And I used to know all the lines.
Right. Well, it's a lot of fun, and we encourage language communities who want to do that kind of thing to contact us if they want, and we can start the discussion. It's not easy to do this kind of thing. It's a big undertaking, and it's certainly nothing we would recommend right off the bat if they've not had experience doing this. But certainly down the road for a lot of groups, when they've got a good group of actors and people involved with the language, it's all possible.
But you have a blueprint now.
We definitely have a blueprint, we have a template, and we've been part of the reason we're here today and over the last couple of days is to show and demonstrate all the best practice things that are available, textbooks and teacher training events and dictionaries, electronic things, apps, all of that are now available, and the necessary building blocks for language are available, and it's just a matter of doing the work to getting them.
Yeah, it could provide incentive though, saying, look, if you can put all these other resources in place, then look what could be the end result. So I think it does add a little incentive for people.
I think so. People see that's the long run, right? That's what we want, and that.
But you've got to do all these other things first. Yeah.
Exactly. So
now, look, I didn't get a chance to hear the video when you showed it to me the other day. So it's all in the Lakota language,
right?
But there's no subtitles. Will there ever be subtitles?
No,
in case we were to show it.
Yeah,
to a non-Lakota speaking audience.
So that was a big discussion for us early on, and a lot of stations and other things were requesting, well, how come can't we caption it? Can't we have that subtitling? And if you've ever watched a Spanish or a French or a German film and read the subtitles in English, you weren't actually learning those languages while you were doing that because you were busy reading. And we wanted, it's the point of the Bears isn't just to, expose people in a very kind of superficial way to the language. We want them to invest in trying to understand it, right? And the only way to do that is to actually, we provide a teacher's guide, a caregiver's guide to these episodes. There's the entire script. There's vocabulary that you can pre-teach ahead of the episode. And there's even questions and answers you can go over. So that's all available. It's all available for free at lakotabears.com. You can download all of that and, work with your family members to work through it. But it's a teaching tool. It's not meant to be, pure entertainment. So,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Will,
Well, thanks, Earl.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
LakotaBears.com.
LakotaBears.com and Language Conservancy. And
Awesome.
We'll send Kevin over maybe
Okay.
later. He can visit with you.
That'd be super.
Yep.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Give me your card.
Sure.
And
We're going live on
LakotaBears.com.
November 1st.
That's and you
And I'd
should
love
check
to
it out.
be
You
able
really
to
should check it
get
out.
you-
It's,